This episode of Good Morning Wilmington is brought to you by DART, Delaware's public transit service, moving you forward.
Good morning, Delaware. This is DETV's Good Morning Wilmington. Happy Monday. Hey, guys.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
How was you guys' weekend?
Good. Busy.
Yeah.
I feel like my weekends get so busy.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I really enjoyed this particular weekend because it was such a long week last week.
It was.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm
I
just
ran
excited
rampant.
that we're getting into this sense of normalcy now.
Yep.
I'm really excited about that. And we got the holiday.
Yes.
We do
We're
have
getting-
a holiday coming up.
4th of July.
Yep. So what do you guys got
NC.
planned?
You know, I don't know.
I really haven't had time to plan out yet.
I'm at
I
my
know.
weekend, so I'm just like, I don't know what I'm going to do on the weekend. And then the weekend comes and it goes like this.
That's a
And
blast.
then Monday's here and I'm seeing your beautiful faces.
It's
and
going to
here
be a
we go
shift
again.
because I watched the fireworks on TV last year. So if there were any,
well-
I think I watched it wasn't.
I went to a very small, very intimate cookout. One of my cousins, she graduated from college, so
Okay.
we had a very COVID-friendly cookout to celebrate her.
Okay.
And then I just chilled out. That's it.
Was Sam at the cookout?
This one, no.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
We'll
Sam.
try and get Sam.
Yeah.
Try and get
Sorry, Sam.
Yeah.
Bring the potato salad and raisins.
But no, I'm with you. Like last year, I did the same thing. My sister and her husband, they have a boat. They go out on the boat during the summer.
Nice.
I know.
Yeah.
I want in. I want in.
Let's
I want
go.
in.
Come
I want
this year.
in. Yes.
Come this
yes,
year.
I'm coming. Don't
So,
invite if you ain't ready because I'm
And
coming.
being COVID friendly last year, I mean,
Yeah.
how more secluded can you be
Yeah.
than
Out on the water.
boat?
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
yeah,
and they
so
had fireworks out in the water last
Oh,
year. So
nice.
that we did that last year, and that might be my new tradition.
That
for
sounds
4th of
nice.
July with the family.
Relaxing,
No,
too.
I already got the
Yeah.
attire on, so I'm ready.
You do, Jordan. You
Got-
look like you
got
just
my
hopped
boat
off of a
shoes
boat.
You do have your shoes
Listen,
on.
I'm some
Guys.
fly. Get the boat shoes, Sam. These are
These
some
are
Oh,
great
my
fly
goodness.
boat shoes, ready for the boat.
We were
Okay?
talking about this.
Yes,
I said I
this
want
is-
his shoes.
You closed your feet.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Size 10. Just
So
FYI.
you're already ready. Like
I'm
you're
ready.
just dressed. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Let's
ready.
go. We're going right now.
So I don't know if what I have planned. I think I remember when I was a kid, my grandmother used to take me to University of Delaware's fireworks. I used to love doing that. We'll go get Ritas with my grandparents, and then I'll sit on the hood of the car and we just watch the fireworks. So.
That's really nice.
Yeah, and I remember going pre-COVID to the fireworks down at the riverfront. So I hope they'll do them this year. So we'll
I'm
see.
looking forward to it. Now that I'm back home in Delaware, I'm looking forward to fireworks. It's something that I haven't experienced in a while. So
Yeah, it's gonna
that would be nice.
It's gonna be real nice. And even speaking of nice, we are almost at this 70% mark. Did
Yay!
you see that?
Indeed, we are
know.
right under it. That's
President
exciting.
Biden and Governor Carney, I know they're excited.
Indeed.
We're 7,000 shy of getting to that
7,000.
70%.
Yeah,
I think
and
we're
that's
a
as
little
of
bit
last
less.
week. So
yeah, that was last
hopefully
week.
we
Yeah, so I think
Yeah.
we're even
push
closer.
further.
We might even
Yeah.
be there. Yeah,
Indeed.
I'm trying to win some of that money. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I still want the black tag.
Yeah, I want that too.
Yes, give me that 3-digit tag.
Governor Carney, if I
Yes.
could have one year tag for a day, I would love that. So also, like we already know, COVID has played a huge role. I'm sure you guys have heard how child care facilities,
Oh my
a lot of
gosh.
folks have been struggling trying to maintain their child care facilities. That's
Definitely. There are so many that are not open any longer,
Yeah.
or they just have a shortage of employees.
yeah. It's probably statewide right under 20% of how many child care facilities are no longer functioning. And I know parents now going from COVID, watching schooling, to then having to get to this normalcy. It's a struggle.
Yeah, there really needs to be some kind of structure to, and we talked about this last week, with helping society reemerge. Because getting back into the workforce, but you don't have a place for your children to go, if you have smaller children who need daycare, and there aren't enough early childhood educators to be within the facilities. So, and I know, traditionally they are paid
Yeah.
very low wages.
Well, and then
So-
that's even why some of the federal funds from ARPA can be beneficial. If for those of you that don't know, if you didn't file your taxes, you can definitely, what's the site? Make sure I get it right. It's childtaxcredit.gov. Part of the ARPA plan is going to be helping parents with families that make right under $150,000. If if you have a child that is like 6 years old or under, you're going to get some reimbursement of like up to $3,500.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's some nice increments.
And it's only for this year. It's only for this year, people. So hopefully part of President Biden's Americans' Families Plan is to extend it into a 5-year plan with Congress. That hasn't been done yet, but make sure that if you haven't filed your taxes yet, that you go ahead and go to that website so that we can get some of that money.
And I don't know if you saw the story, but are they like breaking it up into like different amounts? Like if parents have like one, well, no, like so like maybe a parent has one child in comparison to a family that maybe has 2 children.
Yeah.
So would the tax credit like be like a per child?
I believe it is.
so, but I know it's based on age. If you have children under the age of 6,
Mm-hmm.
you'll get a higher amount because you need to send your children to daycare. So,
And then there's even a certain amount for kids between the age of 6 to I think it's like 18.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so for more accurate information, make sure you check out
Definitely.
childtaxcredit.com.
Now, I'll even take this a step further. You know, when we were talking about the infrastructure initiatives, legislation-wise, I think that's something we should be in support of because child care facilities, that's a part of it. You know, in order to get working Americans back in the workforce, we got to be able to support those parents, whether it's moms, dads, people of color, it doesn't matter. Everyone needs that support to be able to go make their money.
And there's so many individuals, or not individuals, but so many municipalities that, you know, county right now is looking into some of their federal dollars that they've received. The city from the mayor's office is looking into how they're going to disperse some of its money. So money's coming. And you know, one thing I appreciate of, you know, our governor in this town, as well as our president and vice president, they're making sure that families are being taken care of. Because this sense of normalcy, like we said last show, it's going to be very different.
Definitely.
And folks are going to need as much support and as much resources as possible. Because I've watched some of my siblings that have children struggle with, you know, the minute COVID hit, there were so many people in the urban community that didn't even have access to computers or Wi-Fi. So, you know, now trying to get back, it's going to be interesting.
Most definitely. And I think because we have experienced 2020 and all the changes that came with it because of COVID, we should be able to have just a better opportunity to be proactive with how we approach this next school year. So I'm really curious to see how things are going to play out. But also, you know what I find very interesting? There really is no head count to how many children. Because Delaware doesn't keep record of how many children are in
Facilities, right?
Yes.
Capacity.
Indeed. So I'm really curious how can you become proactive and help wherever and however it is that's needed if we don't really have a better idea. And I know we just had our census, so you know, hopefully that was a success.
And being a former board member of Boys and Girls Club of Delaware, I'm going to give them a shout. You know, they play a huge role. They're major. Aftercare facility statewide. So, you know, they played a huge role with helping with some of our municipalities with housing and helping with shots. So shout out to them because they're going to need it. From Boys and Girls Club to the smallest child care provider.
Indeed.
So before you get to sit down with my friend Miss Karla
Fleshman.
We can't wait to sit down with her. We're about to go and have some food.
We are.
Indeed.
Some awesome food trucks.
Yes.
Downtown farmers market.
Some fun in the sun.
Fun in the sun in Rodney Square. So we're going to go there, and then you're going to have the awesome pleasure of sitting down
I'm going to
with
sit down with Karla Fleshman, catch up, and see what's going on. I know Transitions is about to reopen for in-person sessions, which is exciting. I know that she was doing some telehealth during COVID to keep safe, so I'm really excited to sit down and dive into what Karla has going on right now. Definitely.
Well, let's go eat first.
Yeah.
And then we're going to holla at Karla. All right? All right. So we'll be right back.
We're doing a lot of talking here in Washington, in the Senate, about infrastructure. What's that really mean? Well, if we move forward on the bipartisan infrastructure plan that I'm supporting, that's going to mean millions more dollars for Delaware and Delawareans to improve Amtrak and SEPTA, to improve our roads and bridges up and down the state, to make sure we've got better access to broadband so that your cell phone calls don't drop as you drive up and down the state, so that kids can get access to Wi-Fi for school, and we can take advantage of telemedicine. I'm excited about a $580 billion new proposal for infrastructure for this country, But more than anything, I'm interested about how this will create good, high-paying jobs in Delaware and make our state easier to live in, more equitable and just, and more accessible in this digital age. For more information, go to my website, coons.senate.gov. Thanks.
All right, so we are here at the downtown farmers market at Rodney Square. Going to check out some food vendors, some local produce.
So excited. I'm hungry.
Yes, have some fun in the street.
Yep. I'm gonna dance in the street and eat.
Yes, most definitely. So there are some great variety of food and fun and sun and people. I'm looking forward to experiencing, those local vendors. So
you know you happy when you're about to eat because you start dancing.
Start dancing?
You know, just eat. Can we go eat now?
Indeed. Well, let's go check out and see what fun we can get into.
Come on.
Grub. All right, so I'm here with Dino from Dino's Water Ice. Yes. I absolutely love Mr. Dino.
Homemade water ice.
Homemade water ice. Yes, indeed. So listen, you have your truck out here today. I know you have a location on Union Street.
Yes.
How long has that been open?
The address is 6 South Union, and we've been open for 4 years now. And the community loves us, and we appreciate you guys supporting us. Thank you so much.
Most definitely. Now, where can we find your truck typically out and about, other than on Wednesdays here at the Farmers Market at Rodney Square?
Well, every Wednesday, like you said, here at the Farmers Market, and on the weekends, we're at Cowtown in New Jersey, Woodstown, New Jersey. But most of all, we do a lot of private events, a lot of weddings, a lot of school events, a lot of barbecues, and
okay.
Right now, a lot of graduation parties.
I bet.
It's June and everyone's graduating, so
yeah,
we're all over the place.
Oh, it's so exciting. Listen, I love supporting your business. I love the water ice. It's so fresh and amazing.
She is the best ever. She deserves an Emmy Award right here.
Thank you. But listen, it is great. This is mango, one of my favorites.
This is homemade cherry.
Indeed, I love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time today. And I'll see you soon.
Look forward to it. Thanks, Delaware.
All right.
Yeah, I'm the tough one. Sorry, guys.
At least you're not vegan.
No. And actually I'm pescatarian.
Oh, that's even better. So you can do shrimp.
I could do shrimp. I could do fish. Yep. And are you guys here every Wednesday?
Every Wednesday, and then I own Dubon on the riverfront, G-Longs, and then Cacao Kitchen in VA.
Oh, wow. So you're all over the place.
Yeah, all over the place.
Okay. So if I really like these spring rolls, I know where to find you now. I can get them everywhere.
Yes.
All right. All right. Time will tell, man. I'm ready.
I think I'm going to try. I got fruit in my hand, so I got to balance this out. You know, COVID 19 pounds. So trying to bring hot boy summer. Can't be real pigging out and stuff. So, all right, I will try the cheesy crab cake fries.
Okay,
I'll try that.
Do the small or the large?
Small.
Small. Okay.
Yep.
Because
because one of the co-hosts is going to have me up in the air again with aerial yoga. So, so I'm gonna try not to do too much.
So, all right, Jordan's already eating. What did you get?
What do you have, Jordan?
Are you gonna take a break to answer? That smells really good.
Hungry face.
I'm not paying y'all any mind. When you eat, you gotta be like carnival. No, I got the cheesy crab cake fries.
From which?
From Albies.
From Albies food truck. Okay.
I love French fries.
Okay.
Oh.
And what you got? Water ice?
I went to Dino's water ice truck and I got some mango ice.
Oh, mango's my favorite.
Yes.
Oh, that looks
Perfect
good.
for a hot summer day. Perfect for today.
Yes. So
What do you have?
I stopped at Capel's food truck and I got, because I am vegetarian, I got the vegetarian spring rolls.
Oh, do they have mushrooms in them?
No.
Really?
And they said it
I want
smells
one.
so really good. So I am ready to eat and join Jordan, who already started.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a bite. I love sauce, it's makes me happy.
It's good. Yeah?
The disrespect is real because I was not waiting for
I'm
them.
gonna eat some fries.
See?
Yeah. French fries.
Oh, you're gonna like this.
Oh.
Sorry, D Fitness. Sorry, Miss Ariel.
Clearly, fitness ain't our subject today.
Nope. I need to go to Albies and get some of those.
That'll be the next episode. We'll go back to the gym.
You'll go back to the gym? Yeah.
I'll leave that to you too.
This is good.
I want
So
one.
if you haven't been down to downtown Farmers Market at Rodney Square, I highly encourage you to get some of this. Get you some life here, because that's what we got in our hands. It is that good. Great outdoor atmosphere from the fountain. You can feel the breeze of that. The music. You can run into people.
And so
everything's really friendly.
It's
so many
amazing.
cool things with the local vendors as
Amazing.
well. A lot happening. Yeah.
So be sure to check us, or come down here on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Downtown
Get out
Farmers
the
Market
office.
at Rodney
Come
Square.
check it out.
Yep. Leave your office. That's what I did.
Indeed. This is really good, JJ.
know, right?
I like this. Yeah.
Government doesn't make a move without an agenda, some type of plan. The problem is we haven't been on the agenda. Sometimes we're overlooked. Sometimes our interests aren't the interest of those in power. I'm your host, Kerwin Gaines, on DETV's new show, The Agenda. We're going to do our best to ensure that you, Delawareans, are knowledgeable about what's going on in the Assembly. Federal government, local government, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best to ensure that folks that make the agenda on a daily basis have to answer for it. Let them explain what they're doing. If it affects you, it's on the agenda.
All right, we are back. We have Karla Fleshman from Transitions Delaware here on the couch. Hi, Karla. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So awesome. Listen, I appreciate you for taking some time to share with me today. I would like to learn more about Transitions Delaware. I know it's a private practice that you have. Tell me more. What do you do?
We offer counseling and cultural responsibility training to heighten sensitivity for the LGBTQ community, as well as consultation services.
Nice.
Primarily
okay.
counseling, though.
Yeah, alrighty, all right. So help me understand, how did you get involved in giving supportive services to youth within the LGBTQ plus community?
Oh, I love this, actually. I was a mentor at Cab Calloway through Big Brothers Big Sisters LGBTQ mentoring program more than a minute ago. And when I just started doing that, I got to listen to these kids tell their story. And there was one sixth grader that in particular, my heart melted. In sixth grade, they began to kind of explore pronouns that they had not been assigned with. And I sat there thinking, how brave and incredible. It took me until age 22 to come out. And so to sit with these middle schoolers and high schoolers, my heart melted, and that's the beginning.
Wow, wow. I could totally understand. And then with youth, being able to identify at an early age, having that support, the supportive outlet, should I say, to be able to sit and have counseling. I know you had some initiatives, the 3 H's with homeroom, homelessness, and healthcare. Yes, healthcare. Tell me a little more about that initiative.
Well, I talk about the 3 H's in particular when we think of homeroom and how safe are our schools. I really love that we have some legislative proposal coming forward to make the Constitution inclusive of LGBTQ and people with disabilities.
Yes, here in Delaware.
Exactly.
Yeah, we just spoke about that last week.
That's going to take a couple of years, though, for it to roll out. And I keep asking the question, what prevents the Department of Education in the state of Delaware to make anti-discrimination policy comprehensive in all school districts? Christina School District did that at the top of the year, and it had no interruption in affecting anyone adversely, except it did make a huge difference, and it will make a huge difference in creating schools, safer schools in the Christina School District. You know, 1 in 10 heterosexual students in state make a suicide plan.
Jeez.
1 in 3 LGBTQ students make a suicide plan.
Yeah.
The higher rate of bullying on school grounds and the higher risk of being microaggressed has a compounding adverse effect. Heightened anxiety, depression, You know, COVID was tough for a lot of people.
I was going to say, with COVID in conjunction with all of the transitions for the youth, you know, just what you already go through in school, within your friend groups, even your families, in your community, the bullying you may receive, or maybe even just holding in your secret because you don't feel ready to, you know, come out to the world, whatever it may be. How was your practice affected?
Well, I want to say that for the teenagers, not having to go to school was actually a reprieve for them.
I bet, okay.
So now they have to go back to school. So I would welcome anti-discrimination policies that are inclusive in all school districts, because there's research that shows where school districts have that inclusive literature, that those policies and procedures, you actually see a reduction in suicide attempts and suicidal ideation. And actually, an anti-discrimination policy that says honor the name and pronouns of a kiddo, you'll see suicide attempts cut in half for transgender, non-binary kids.
Wow, yeah.
So what happened under COVID is we still had kids having anxiety because they're still working on transition goals.
Yes.
You have kids that are not necessarily out to all their family and friends.
Being quarantined, that must have been hard. Being quarantined with your family?
Oh gosh,
that had to have been hard.
yeah. And college age too. You know, you had college age students that had that freedom on campus, and then several of them had to go back to home.
Yeah.
So how do you maneuver your identity formation? How do you work through discovering who you are in situations that aren't necessarily safe?
Indeed. Oh my. So, okay, I know with COVID you went to telehealth services. Now, you had your own health situations that helped to prompt you to move to telehealth. Now, June 28th it is, you're going to reopen for in-person counseling?
Yes. Okay. We began, for some of the clients that do better in person that were struggling with telehealth, we began letting some come in May.
Okay.
But June 28th, everybody's gotten vaccinated. So thank you, CDC,
Yes.
no masks. Fully vaccinated,
I
no
still carry
masks.
mine around.
I still carry mine around, just in case. There are some places. And, you know, we've got to be mindful at some point we're going to need a booster.
Indeed.
So we're going to want to keep track of when might we want to consider masks. But yeah, we're coming back full on. Everybody's coming back in who wants to come in. Some people do very well with telehealth, so we're going to keep telehealth as an option. And it allows us to serve people in Kent County and Sussex County that may have less options.
So you practice professional development when it comes to public responsibility. Tell me a little more about that.
Usually I'll get a phone call or an email. Someone has experienced me doing a training somewhere, and so my name gets passed around, and then I get a call. So I've done Henrietta Johnson Medical Center, I've done Lifeline staff at West End Neighborhood, middle school, high school, middle school health counselors, and this coming Tuesday, Housing Alliance of Delaware is going to have me do a training. That's in partnership with PFLAG. And really excited about that because Lifelines is actually, through West End Neighborhood, they're actually building a drop-in center that's going to be one of the first safe spaces for homeless youth. And homeless youth, LGBTQ youth are 120% more likely to be homeless.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And because for many, if they get brought out, and they might leave their home because they might get kicked out. So to actually have safe space. So I'm very grateful for what Lifelines is doing, and they're also doing some special housing, which they are raising funds for. Targeted housing.
Okay.
So in partnership with PFLAG Parents and Friends, I'll be doing a training with the Housing Alliance.
Very nice.
And it really is, it's not just about being LGBTQ and how to be responsible. There's a difference between being Caucasian LGBTQ and a person of color LGBTQ. Intersectionality is very real. Microaggressions are very real. And they're not addition, they're multiplication.
Indeed.
So I like to get people to think about intersectionality and part of the training.
Right. So I would love for you to let the viewers know how to get more involved or how to even get in touch with you for professional development responsibility and services that you offer. How can they reach you?
Well, you can do info@transitionsde.com.
Awesome. Karla, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I appreciate all that you do in the community because you are definitely active out here and what you're doing for the youth of the LGBTQ plus community. Thank you again. And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome back, Wilmington. So, Kristin, what an incredible interview you just had with Karla.
Indeed. Karla's a really good time.
She really is.
Lots of energy. I absolutely love speaking with her.
Staunch community activist.
Yes.
There's not anything I haven't seen her be able to accomplish in this community.
Oh my God.
I remember when she was with Big Brother, Big Sister. Like she's done so much in this community. So.
And she's not stopping.
No.
At all.
That's the thing.
No.
She
Nothing keeps her down.
Yep.
When I see Karla Fleshman, I think never tires.
Indeed.
She is truly the
Yes.
definition. Speaking of never tires, I'm tired of carrying my groceries
Oh my gosh.
by myself to my car. Can I get a bag?
Are you not taking your recyclable
No,
bags?
I need a bag.
Jordan.
I was like, they didn't give a dang.
Listen.
I'm carrying cans and dropping it in the
Here's
road.
my thing with the plastic bags. I don't know about you guys. So I'm so confused by this whole thing because I thought back on, I think it was January 1st?
Yeah, January 1.
They were gone.
But no, they had these really thick plastic
Yes,
bags.
they're still there.
So-
So I am so confused.
I got a funny
had my
story.
bag ready. To
I was
go.
at Wawa. My grandmother and I were in line. I was buying something. And literally, I was like, so you just gonna hand all this to
back to me?
He just looked at me like, duh. Like, I'm like, well, dang.
No, listen. At Wawa, I went over to the food section and I was like, do you have any of those little soup bags? I was trying to cheat the system. I was. Oh, man. I don't know.
You know what? And to make matters worse, I said I wasn't going to tell this part, but I'm going to tell it. I went into the car. I said, oh, because you know me. You try me. I'm going to try you. Better try Jesus. Don't try Jordan. So I went to the car and I got my gym bag.
Oh.
And I came back in and I put all my stuff in the gym bag.
You put
and
your
I
food
went
in your gym bag.
in my gym bag. And I looked at him and was like, got my bag. He kept it moving.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
That's creative, though.
Listen.
I'm
Very
impressed
creative.
by that.
Listen.
You know what I do when because I really did try to take my bag with me every time I went, especially back when this whole thing first started. But there are times where I'm like, I walk in and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I go to the checkout and I just put it right back in the cart. I take it to the car and I just put it in the back of my car and then I get home, run in, grab my bag and just start loading it.
Yeah. I would try to leave one in the side of my driver's seat.
I felt a little insulted because I didn't know. So that was on me, sir.
Right.
That wasn't on you. If you're watching, it was more on myself. But why are we doing this? Why?
So it's more about, and I think it's hilarious because when this initiative first dropped in January, I had a cashier at Wawa trying to explain to me why COVID had us not using plastic bags. And I was like,
Is that right?
make it make sense though.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's all about the environment.
That's what I thought.
It's all about the environment. House Bill 212.
Okay.
Right.
It's up to create some changes where we're no longer going to have these plastic bags.
Which is what I
next
thought was
next
supposed to happen
July.
in January. So that's where
I agree.
confused.
I don't understand how they were able to come out with these thicker, recyclable plastic bags. I recycle the other ones anyway. I use them for my bathroom trash can. Like,
What?
Just read it.
Yeah.
In my face.
Yeah, I don't really understand why we have them. If we're going to go plastic bag free, just go plastic bag
We
free.
need to get somebody from like Sierra Club or someone that's an environmentalist specialist that can come and educate us on this because I'm in my feelings.
I got you.
I literally did it with pride. I just took my stuff in my gym bag.
In your gym bag.
You know what's funny
You kept
though?
it creative, though.
That's very creative. But wait, you remember with the gas, what we thought was a gas shortage? I had some jokes running in my family with taking those big, thick, recyclable plastic bags to the gas station.
Filling up with gas.
Well, I saw
Because they're so sturdy.
So where people were doing
in
that.
tanks and
Yep.
trying to bury it in their bag. We're like, don't
Yeah,
do that.
yeah,
do that.
that's so
Not
stupid.
sanitary.
So stupid. Yes.
Don't do that. Don't do that. But
First of all,
speaking-
that defeats the purpose
It
of
does.
environmentally friendly.
It
'cause
does.
then you're just
It
putting
does.
But no, I'm all for it,
Yeah.
you know, because I am a big repurpose reuse person.
I am
so,
as well.
Yeah.
So I'm all for it.
But
Indeed.
speaking of creativity, COVID again had its impact with the arts and entertainment.
Oh, I love where we're going here. Yes.
And one of the things that I'm excited now with this sense of normalcy is that the Grand Opera House has finally announced its reopening segments of all the live shows.
Yes.
The Broadway traveling shows.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
I'm really excited about this. So I'll tell you guys a story. When I was younger, one of my first jobs, I worked at the Grand Opera House.
Did you really?
I did.
What did you do?
So I started off as a telemarketer. I worked 4 hours.
That's my first job.
Really? Listen, it was that job I wanted to get all on my own. My dad, he got me a job at a law firm, and I was like, but I want to get my own job. And so I actually had 2 jobs. It was really cool. But I loved it, and I would get to peep in on the shows. Oh man, Tito Puente and the Big Band series, and oh my gosh, I absolutely love all the shows that the Grand did. I even phased into helping out with some of their fundraising initiatives, but that was like eons ago, you know, even though I don't look it.
Well, Mark Fields, Kate Baker Farley, all of them at the Grand Opera House, they've been really holding it down.
They really
I'm so excited.
This is their 150th year.
Jeez.
Yes, come this December.
Wow.
Yeah.
The lineup is what I'm excited about. Like, who do they have? They have a comedian, Brian Regan and Louis Black.
Jane Lynch.
Yeah.
Jane Lynch.
Is going to be coming through this year. Glee.
Oh.
From the show Glee. She
The
played she thinks she was the coach on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's really funny.
She's
She's played in some other things too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like her brand of humor.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Indeed.
But no, I'm really excited about this. I mean, performing arts major. So I was really tickled to see this announcement come out last week. And plus, I mean, what they've got going on this summer, they have the Concert Lawn series happening this summer. So they have a lot of things. But it's just be back in the theater.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
It's
not
exciting.
outside.
Yeah. I'm actually excited. They're doing their big gala as well.
Yes.
Indeed.
I remember
I'm
I
looking
was
forward to that.
Council President Hanif Shabaz's date. I got to go with her. To
Oh.
that. And then they do this nice big show, and then they walk you to the DuPont. Everybody's in their minks. And
Yes, it's such a grand.
I was like, okay.
Yes, such a grand situation.
Like, this is great. But speaking of entertainment, I had the pleasure of sitting with Alison
I'm so
Williams.
jealous, by the way.
Yes.
Jealous face.
Yes.
It was fun. So I took a selfie, and I even you'll see. I took a selfie, and then I made a FaceTime thing where I called my big sis Patty Gilliam. I was like, "Listen, guess who I'm with?" She's like, "How would you even know who that is?" I was like, "Don't try me on music. I got you." But no, I get to sit down with Alison Williams.
That's
awesome. I was excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I can't wait to see
the
it.
crew shot me on that one. I didn't know she was going to come. So
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. So we're getting ready to go sit down with Alison Williams. So let's We are in for a treat. We have the greatest Alison Williams on set here at Good Morning Wilmington. How are you, Miss Williams?
Oh, it's such a pleasure.
I'm sorry, I got to start off. I ain't a singer, but my love is so raw. Oh,
there you go, baby.
That is. What
so
were you
excited.
doing when you were singing that? Like, what was going on that time?
Just trying to finish a CD, you know, just trying to figure out, as they call me the First Lady of Def Jam.
Okay.
And, it's so much more than that because it came from so much more than that. Many people might not know, but Curtis Blow was being managed by Russell Simmons.
Oh, wow.
That's how I met Russell. Okay. And Russell had this dream of what he called the dopest, most deafest, most underground label ever. And that's what he wanted to create, never knowing that it would change and alter the culture as we know it. But before that, like I said, hanging out with Curtis, I was his hook girl.
Oh.
So songs like, they're playing basketball.
Go ahead, okay.
And If I Rule the World.
Hey.
What else? Fat Boys and Fat Boys Are Back. All that stuff I sang.
Nice.
All that stuff I co-arranged and had a hand in. So we were building this foundation from way back, and then being a cornerstone kind of founding member of the Def Jam family, we put the label together. So. As to answer your question, when I was doing Raw, I'd finally come into my own project, and I just wanted it to be great.
Now, Raw came out in 1989.
1989.
And you had a signature song that's celebrating its 30th anniversary.
That's right. We had Raw, we had Sleep Talk, and then the ballad hit.
Yeah.
Just Call My Name.
Just Called My Name.
And after that, Nobody cared about anything else, but just call my name except
Well,
for
listen,
you.
no, listen. So when the crew at DETV called me and told me they got a special guest, they didn't want to tell me who it was. So they sent me the song, and I was like, I've heard this song before. And then I called Leslie, and I was like, wait, my love is so raw. She's on set. Oh, this is gonna be legit. I can't wait. I can't wait.
My love is so raw.
But you know what? You have a long history, not just in singing. You come from a family that's been deeply rooted in music. Your father...
Music and acting and theater. My father was a jazz trumpet player, Bobby Booker, had a 21-piece swing band, so that's the music I came home to.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz is my root. Jazz singer, signed to a rap label and given an R&B contract, and that's how it all came together.
Wow.
Dance was my first love.
Wow.
And I studied and danced with the Dance Theater of Harlem and many other companies and opportunities, and still enjoy that as well.
And you're originally from Harlem,
I'm
right?
from Harlem, honey.
I was just in Brooklyn last week, Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, you should have went to Harlem.
Hey,
listen, Brooklyn, I'm not mad. I'm just saying, you always have to visit Harlem.
I understood.
And it's great because all of, like you said, the celebration of the 30th year anniversary of Just Call My Name, and now coming back to my root of jazz, I have a new single called Summer Nights in Harlem, which celebrates Harlem. And we got some great players on it. Christian McBride, Christian Sands, Ulysses Owens, Ron Blake, Kirk Whalum, Ray Chew, Greg Sneed, some great singers.
See, I just want to be a kid in the candy store.
You should
just eating popcorn, just watching.
And it's really, everything right now. Even throughout COVID, I'm so thankful that I was able to continue to be creative and be a creative because it really hit us hard. The theater world, the music,
all the artists,
all the arts, all arts have. But realizing now, arts and music is what's going to bring us out of it and what's going to heal. Because music is the medicine.
Now, and you have explained to me, it's my understanding you have a competition coming up where folks can sign up and maybe get ready to work.
We're gonna have to go for the second round. But I in February, once again in the midst of COVID, I teamed up with a girlfriend of mine who's from here, Miss Cynthia Tyre. We could say, hey Cynthia. And she's been a promoter for a lot of years doing things, and her platform is Front Stage. She used to have Front Stage Fridays and do showcases, and so it's basically Front Stage promotions. I like to call productions. I like to call her. Her name is Cynthia Tyre. Tireless Productions, because she works so tirelessly to get things done. So Front Stage is now Front Stage Radio, and we have a show every Thursday that is on Facebook Live. And also across the platform of the National R&B Music Foundation, Music Society rather, I'm sorry. And it's John Barber who hosts, they co-host a Philly Live podcast. Then we go into a segment called Girl Chat Corner. And then we have the virtual talent contest, but we've already finished it.
Wow.
And we've down to 12 finalists now, and they're about to prepare live performances because everything had to be done in the box, virtual. And then the winner will win a collaboration with Alison Williams. Might be a duet, might be a songwriting collaboration. It'll be definitely production. We have a few other things that have been gifted to us so that we can put that underneath them and help to take them to the next level.
Can I sign up?
Giving back. You can sign up for the next round.
For the next round. See, I'm going to come after Ivan because he didn't tell me this. So, I went to Cab Calloway, studied vocal. I ain't no professional like you now, but,
But if you're willing to listen, if you have a song in your heart and you're willing to give
I will bust it out the
hear
heartbeat.
it. You'll bust it out.
I will.
I'm not mad at you.
Now tell us, so you also have your own podcast, right?
I also have my own radio show.
Your own radio
out of
show.
New York.
Okay.
It's called Love Notes with Alison Williams in the Chill Zone. And we are WHCR, Harlem Community Radio, WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem, Tuesdays from 8 to 10.
Tuesdays from 8 to 10. Now, while you're originally from Harlem, you are living where now?
I'm living in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Okay, all right, so you went down south. How are you liking it down there?
I love it. It's always been my dream to live somewhere where it's green and clean and birds and, I got bunny rabbits and things running around. I swoop down by an owl. I'm like, okay, now, wait a minute.
City girl that went down south.
But I've always been a country girl in my heart.
I understand that.
having been blessed with the opportunity to be mentored by Dr. Maya Angelou, she introduced me to Winston in a way that no one else could.
Right, I can
so
only imagine.
all I need is an airport to do what I do.
Yeah, I bet. Now, you know, what I originally asked you about, you know, you're not only a phenomenal singer, but you have a long history in acting. You know, one thing you and I shared when I was a kid near Upper West, I went to Alvin Ailey for tap.
And you went for tap, okay.
I did just a little dilly.
You've been digging in my mess. You're in my life. I see
somewhere
you.
we see each other.
We see each other.
But you studied at Alvin Ailey as well, right?
I studied at Ailey's, and I had some really wonderful teachers at City College, my alma mater, in the acting realm. And I was able to, I've done some Broadway, I've done some off-Broadway, and I've traveled around the country when they just kind of were trying to figure out, we didn't call it urban theater then, we called them gospel plays.
Okay.
And there was a gentleman who is the godfather of the urban theater realm, and his name is Mike Matthews.
Okay.
And he was the first one to really put those shows that now are synonymous with Tyler Perry and so on and so forth.
Wow.
He put that ball in motion. So it was people like myself, the Clark sisters, Cheryl Pepsi Riley, David Peaston, Carl Payne, Thomas Miles, known as Nephew Tommy. We were the people that really were the first cast that would travel around. And Rance Allen was another one. So great gospel singers, people from film and television, as well as recording artists.
Right.
And you put that together with the right storyline, and it made for several years of traveling and touring the country. I've done The Wiz with George Faison. They did a remake of was it Ain't Misbehaving or One More Time? I can't remember. It was One More Time.
You also did a play that was directed by Marvin Gaye's sister, correct?
Yes, she did have a piece. She came to us later in it, but yes, it was a Marvin Gaye story that started in D.C. We were trying to put something together, and it grew and grew and grew. And I think we toured basically on and off for about 2 years with it. Yeah. And it was
well,
good.
You know what? I can't thank you enough for being here on our show.
I
My family gonna be jealous because I'm gonna take a quick selfie and I'm gonna just sit there. We gotta play "My Love Is So Raw." If we can play that, that would be so nice. Yep, we got. Can we do this now?
We can.
I'm gonna do this right on set.
Ivan
can lay me out later, so we're gonna take this selfie now on set. Here we go. Let's see.
We got it.
We got it. All right, there we go. All right, I'm gonna show that to my family.
Make
They're
sure
gonna
you
be
send
jealous.
it to me.
Yeah, and we're gonna make sure we play "My Love" as well as "So Just Call My Name."
Yeah. And I hope you get a little bit of Summer Nights in Harlem.
Oh, of course.
Please,
of course,
you're gonna love it.
Of course,
it's really
of course.
different.
Well, I can't thank you enough for being on the show.
Thank you for being. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Thank
yep.
you, my love.
All right. And next up, we're gonna take it over to JJ. We'll be right back.
So I am here at the Delaware Art Museum checking out all the beautiful art that they have, and also to sit down and talk with Amelia Wiggins, who is the Assistant Director of Engagement. Hi Amelia, how are you?
Hi JJ, thanks for coming.
Good. So I'm here to talk to you about the Delaware Art Museum has a lot of really cool series and things coming up over the summer and into the fall. One of the things I really wanted to talk about first with you is the next event that you have coming up on July 1st, which is, in my opinion, this beautiful piece of combination of art, right? It brings together a beautiful painting and then contemporary dance as well. Could you tell me a little bit more about that?
Sure, yeah. So on July 1st, we are premiering Dara Meredith's The Bridge of Our Roots. It's a work of choreography responding to the painting that we're sitting in front of, this work by L.T.R. Quarter, Southern Souvenir No. 2. And Dara is taking inspiration from this work and reinterpreting it through the lens of dance and through movement. So we're inviting audiences to come out on July 1st and see the premiere with us, watch the dance, and hear from the choreographer herself.
Wow. So now this particular event is both on-site, it's pre-recorded, right?
Yep, you got it. So visitors can watch with us.
Okay, but they can also watch from home too, yes?
That's right. We have a virtual ticket option too.
That's fantastic, and it's an hour long.
Yep, you got it.
Great, and I believe the hours were from 8 to 9?
Yep.
Awesome, on July 1st. So if anybody's interested in checking out this event, I think you can go online to purchase tickets, correct?
Yep, delart.org, we have the tickets there.
Wow, so I am really interested in this particular piece. I cannot wait to see it. But what else do you guys have coming up here throughout the course of the summer and maybe into the fall?
Yeah, so I'm really excited about all the local and regional artists that we're spotlighting this year. Dara is kind of the first in the lineup. And then on August 8th, a Wilmington native, Raphael Xavier, is coming. He's a breakdancing practitioner. He's a jazz enthusiast. We're co-presenting his performance with the Clifford Brown Jazz Festival. So he'll be kind of the end of that festival, debuting a work called Xavier's The Magician and the Movement. And we're just so excited for that on August 8th. Then in the fall, we have a really incredible exhibition coming to the museum, and we're filling our programming with performances related to it. It's called.
Is it similar to like what you're doing here?
Yeah, I think so. I think it kind of, Dara is a nice lead-in for this exhibition.
Wow, okay.
So this is an exhibit of major Black artists that were displayed in Wilmington, in our city, 50 years ago. A really iconic, incredible exhibit, but one that history kind of ignored over time. We're bringing it back on site at the Delaware Art Museum. We're working with the show's organizers, Aesthetic Dynamics, the ones who put it on originally, to bring it back to the city where it came from. So this is called Afro-American Images, 1971.
Okay.
The vision of Percy Ricks, who is a local activist and artist. And I am just so excited to see this exhibit and to bring some of the original performers and artists associated with the exhibit back together.
That's really exciting. I can't wait to check that out. And when is that coming again?
So that'll be in October 23rd,
okay.
Through the end of the year. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I can't wait to see that. My mind's a little blown by that. So I love what you're doing here. I love that these two pieces of art, like I said in the beginning, you have brought together. Can I ask you, like, how maybe this idea came about, where the museum decided to blend these two works of art?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we knew this work is a loan, Southern Souvenir #2, from the Art Bridges Foundation. We knew it was coming. It's such an incredible painting. It has so much to unpack, and we knew that we could do that in a scholarly way and through discussions, but we also wanted to do it in a fresh way, maybe through movement or through a contemporary artist's practice. And that was the inspiration for this performance coming on July 1st.
I love it. I love it. So, like I said, I cannot wait to see this. I will be tuning in on July 1st. I'll probably be virtual, but I will totally be checking this out. Now, real quick, because I know we had talked earlier, so Dara has actually worked for the museum before, right? She's done like dance workshops and things of that nature here. Is that right?
Yeah, we've been following her practice all season long. So from the initial idea for this, our audiences have been talking to her through discussions and virtual chats, and then she just led a dance workshop for us out in our sculpture garden. So the performance will be the culmination of kind of a year of collaboration.
Wow. Oh, and the other thing that's really important to mention is the pre-recorded dance that happened actually was recorded in front of this painting, correct?
Yes. So viewers will be able to see this painting.
Ties in.
Yeah, Dara is thinking about issues of Black motherhood, issues of Black femininity, and those are some themes that this artist was thinking about too when he created this modern work of art.
Wow. So a lot of beautiful things are happening here. I'm really excited. Hopefully you'll bring us back for the future events and we can check them out. I really hope you give me a call. But what a beautiful experience I've just had here. Amelia, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with me and to share this beautiful artwork and all the information and events that are about to happen here at the Delaware Art Museum. I really appreciate you taking the time to sit down with me today.
Thanks so much, JJ.
All right. Thanks, guys. You guys, I had so much fun at the Delaware Art Museum. It had been so long since I had been there. I'll be honest, it's been a while. But I had forgotten how beautiful. The sculpture gardens are amazing. Amelia took me on like a little behind-the-scenes tour at one of their new exhibits.
All right, now.
Which we didn't capture, but that was okay. But it was a lot of fun.
I'm gonna have to go and check it out, take my munchkin.
Yeah, and what they have coming up in October, I cannot wait to see this. Yeah,
nice.
You had an awesome interview with Karla.
Listen, Karla is a great time. I absolutely love the energy. Yes, awesome activist. So much going on.
I love her.
Indeed,
like,
and such a fighter.
She's gonna address it.
Yes, you know it.
She's gonna address it. She's like, I'm in these streets. Try me. We're gonna address these issues. That's what I love about Karla.
Yes,
and then this space right here. This is in my feelings phase because you got to sit down and talk with Alison.
That was so much fun. That was so much fun. My family's like, okay, Jordan, enough. I was like, no, it's not enough. My grandma was like, how do you even know what that is? Don't try me with my music. I know my music. I know it. It was that good. And then the food trucks was good.
Gosh, the crab
You sitting up there grubbing on some water ice.
Listen, Dino's water ice and their ice cream is so amazing. I love it when I see the truck out. I always stop, and their actual brick and mortar location, they always have a line outside. So I like to stop by and go grab.
You're right. Oh my God, yeah.
And see.
Those spring rolls from Kapow.
Yeah. Those are good. Thanks for sharing.
Absolutely.
I wasn't sharing.
No, you were already eating.
I was already eating.
And you know I love me some French fries.
You do. We've done a many lunches, and she's just grubbing on some fries. But I was looking at y'all like, you go right here.
I mean, Irish. I eat potatoes. But that reminds me, real quick, because it's funny enough, and I didn't tell you guys this yet. But my dad is from Ireland, Northern Ireland, and his whole family still lives there. They have been watching.
Really?
The show.
In
From Northern Ireland.
Well, hello, Ireland.
Quick hi to my family in
That's
Northern Ireland real
exciting.
quick. But I meant to tell you guys that earlier, so yeah.
That's dope.
Yep.
That's dope.
That's so nice.
I appreciate you guys.
I appreciate
This has been
you.
awesome.
Indeed, yes.
Big shout out to Ivan and the crew at DETV.
Indeed.
For all of you guys watching, we really appreciate you. Go enjoy your Monday.
Good morning, Wilmington.